Hello, guys. We're here to talk about everything about credit. So, okay. What is my FICO score? Your FICO score is made up of five important factors. So, the main factors are total amount of debt. Accounts owed means basically the balance that you're using on your credit. If you have a $2,000 credit line and you're using 90% of it, or whatever the case may be, this is what it refers to, basically. Just amounts owed, amount of credit usage, stuff like that. Payment history, pretty self explanatory. Just your history on your payments. So, late payments, current payments, uh, 30 days late, 60 days late, 120 days late. This is what this is referring to. So half, you can see more than half of your credit is based off just your payment history and the amount of credit you owe or amount credit available. The other half is made up of your amount of new credit, your length of credit history, meaning how old your credit lines are. The older the credit line with perfect history, perfect payment history, the better. So this is what that refers to. Credit mix, basically what types of credit lines you have, car loans, mortgage. You want to have a good credit mix in there in your profile. So today we'll be talking about 7 common credit reporting errors. Guys, the credit bureaus, they're not perfect. They make mistakes. So we as consumers have to learn how to identify common credit report errors because you don't want nothing reported incorrectly, and you also want to make sure everything is accurate. So number 1 common credit report error would be wrong identifying information. So what this pertains to, for example, here, again, we're talking about wrong identifying information. Identifying information could be the account number. So obviously, all three bureaus should have the same account number for the most part. Sometimes the first numbers will be blocked out and the last numbers will be available. Oh shit, guys, hold on, guys. I need to log back into this. Okay, guys. Let me not show you guys this login. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back, guys. So we're talking about identifying 7 common errors. 7 common credit report errors. Wrong identifying information. Okay. So wrong identifying information pertains to basically the basic information of your account, the account number, the account type. You see here, all of these say the same installment. Sometimes they can vary in the wording, but Basically, everything should match almost the same. Like here, they can have different wording. Okay, that's fine. Account type, installment account, auto loan, installment account. An auto loan is a type of installment account, so that's okay. We don't have to worry about that. Bureau code pertains to if it's a co-signed account. Here we can see as individual account. So all of this matches. So far so good. No errors. Everything matches. Account status, that is another common credit error reported. Closed accounts listed as open. Okay, so here we see an account status open, open, open. So everything matches there so far. So far, everything's matching. Another common credit reporting error. Let's talk a little bit about inaccurate payment history. That is a top three common credit reporting errors. Inaccurate payment history. Okay, so here we go to this. Let's go to this other one. Okay, this one, for example. And guys, drop likes, please, so more people can join my live so we can educate a little bit everybody about credit. Okay. Okay, so we're talking about inaccurate payment history. When you look at your credit report, your payment history, all three bureaus should show the same credit history. One bureau, okay, here we can see for the month of October, Experian labeled this as a on-time payment. So if Experian put it as on time, Equifax showed as on time. Why is Experian showing 60 days late? How could that be? Well, newsflash, it can't be. So this is one incorrect. We go back to inaccurate. Call it inaccurate. Inaccurate payment history. This is inaccurate because how can it be on time on one credit bureau and inaccurate in the next, and so forth. Up here too, y'all see TransUnion. Another thing is if on October it was put as on time, why in September we're showing a 60 days late? How can it be 60 days if the month before was on time? That's another type of inaccuracy. Here we have another account. Okay, here we could see Experian had 2 months labeled as late. Meanwhile, Equifax had them labeled as on time. So what does this all mean? It means the credit bureaus incorrectly labeled this as 30 days late, even though it was on time. As reported here, we see for TransUnion it shows nothing, but you can assume that was on time. So if TransUnion showed on time, Equifax showed on time, why is Experian showing 30 days late? We go back to this inaccuracies. Other types of inaccuracies: wrong identifying information. Again, everything should match. Last reported should match on all three. So here we could see TransUnion had the last day reported as June 30. Last reported, they had it down as 6/30/25. Okay, so why is Equifax showing the last day reported as 6/2/2025? That's already one inaccuracy there. We come down here, we see 2 months as late. Meanwhile, Equifax reported on time. That's already two inaccuracies in one account. Okay, so we look a little deeper. Balance, the balance owed, the balance that you owed should match on all three, obviously, right? We don't want to be, we don't want the credit bureaus to show that you owed more than what you did owe. Don't matter if it's $150, whatever you want, whatever. So if the balance shows as $5,300 here, why is Equifax showing $5,400 here? So that's already another inaccuracy. So we have balance inaccurate. We have last day reported as an inaccurate. And we have two inaccurate payments. Three inaccuracies in one account. And there's more. There's more. Date of last payment, also inaccurate. What does this all mean? Okay, guys, so when we have credit report errors like wrong identifying information, wrong closed accounts listed as open, and inaccurate payment history, these are all disputable, what you call disputable errors. Okay, so we come here and we're going to talk a little bit about how to dispute inaccuracies on your credit report. First, you want to obtain a copy of your credit report, which we have done here. You want to review your credit report for inaccuracies. So we've been kind of eyeing this account for any inaccuracies. Where'd it go? Yeah, this one. You want to review your credit report for inaccuracies. Okay, so we talked about what kind of inaccuracies. Here are the top 7 inaccuracies that can be found. Wrong identifying information. So account numbers, account types, account type details, and bureau codes. That's the identifying information. So we're good there. Everything matches. Let's go to number 7, inaccurate payment history. Because to dispute inaccuracies, we want to review our credit report. Okay. Obviously, everything should match. There shouldn't be no unmatched information.